Hi everyone and welcome to our channel. Today we are going to see some of the C concepts. Observe here, today's concept is all about operators in C. Now we are going to see the unary operators, binary operators and ternary operators in C. Unary operators are nothing but the operator which is applied to only a single operand, is nothing but a single variable. Like you need to apply an increment operator or a decrement operator. Here C plus plus minus minus can be applied post the variable or pre the variable like this. This is called post the variable. Pre means before the variable. This is post increment, this is a pre increment. Similarly, this is a post decrement and this is a pre decrement. And there is a change for post and pre operators. We will see all of these things with examples. Okay. See here, let me take two variables. Let me take a variable int a. Now let me initialize its value to 10. Both pre-increment and post-increment will increase the value by 1 only. Observe a plus plus means will what? A will become as 11 now. Okay. Now again plus plus a. Now a will become 12 because initially the a is 11, right? Now see percentage d backslash n comma a. Here the value of a will be 11 because a plus plus has been applied. Now when I write the statement here, means now again plus plus. Observe here, a equal to 10, a plus plus, a will become 11, plus plus a will become 12. So here 11 will be printed, here 12 will be printed. Observe, let me execute the statements and show to you. Right, 11 and 12 has been printed. Similarly, the decrement operator also, a minus minus, minus minus a. Now let me save and show to you. See the 9 and 8, first 10 will become as 9 and the 9 will be further decremented to 8. Now see here, what is the difference between post and pre operators? Now observe, you will get the clarity. X, Y. In X, I am going to hold plus plus a, and in Y, I am going to hold a plus plus. Now I am going to print the value of X and Y. Okay. X value I am going to print, and then I am going to print the Y value also. Let me copy this statement. See, I am going to print the Y value also. What will happen means, a value is 10, right? X equal to plus plus a, which means what? If you applied pre operator, first the plus plus a will be done. A will become as 11 and this 11 will be stored in X. So X will become as 11. Now Y equal to a plus plus. In this case, what will happen means, first the value of a will be assigned to Y. Means Y will be assigned with 11 and then incrementation operator will be applied, means a will become as 12. So the answer will be 11, 11 only. Now observe whether it will be same or not. 11 and 11, right? The same case for the decrement operator also. Observe, first decrement and apply the value to the X. But here you first apply the value of a to Y and then decrement. Now value will get here 9 and 9, right? 9 and 9. Clear, right? This is all about the unary operator. And see here, the arithmetic operators are applied on the numbers, right? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. This percentage symbol represents the modulo operation to get the remainder when two numbers are divided. Okay. You see here, let me take the two numbers, a equal to 10 and b equal to 5. And let me write everything. Addition, I will write as a plus b. I will take subtraction, a minus b. Let me take this one and paste it everywhere. And one more time. Now multiplication I'm going to take. Multiplication is nothing but A star B, and division, which means it will give you the quotient. When I take this one, the percentage means modulo operation, you will get the remainder. Okay, when A divided by B, what would be the remainder I need to get? Let me save this, execute, observe. 10 plus 5, 15, 10 minus 5, 5, 10 into 5, 50. When 10 is divided by 5, 5 2 is 10, you will get the quotient as a 2, and modulo operation will give you the remainder, it will be 0. Clear? This is all about the arithmetic operators. And the next thing we are going to see is the relational operators, is to check or compare the relation between two operands, two or more operand, means greater than, less than or equal to, not equal to, like that. And let me show you how to do that. Observe here, A and B, right? Now let me first check greater than, A is greater than B or not. If it is greater than, we will print the result as 1, okay? Now greater than or equal to, we will check. A is greater than or equal to B or not. Now again we will check less than. Okay, A is less than B or not, we are going to check. And again we will check A is less than or equal to. A is less than or equal to B or not. And then we will check whether A is equal to B or not. And we will check one more time, A is not equal to B. This case, A is not equal to B. We will check that. Now let me save, execute here. See, greater than, 10 is greater than 5, yes. 10 is greater than or equal to 5, yes. 10 is less than 5, no. 10 is less than or equal to 5, no. 10 equal to 5, no. 10 is not equal to 5, yes. So whenever the condition is true, we got the result as 1, right? And this is related to relational operators. And then we will see the logical operators. Logical operators are used to connect two or more conditions, and, or, and not majorly. And means the truth table for and is, if there is a condition 1 and condition true, we will get the result as a true if and only if both the conditions are true. Means true true, true false, false true, false false, right? If both are true, then only you will get a true. Otherwise, you will get false only. For and okay, logical and. If you take the result for logical or, at least one true is sufficient to get the result as true. Here, yes, at least one true is there. At least one true is there. At least one true is there. There is no trues, so you'll get the false. This is the result for logical and logical or. Similarly, for logical not of true will give false, not of false will give as a true. This is just like reverse case, opposition case. For true, if you apply not, means you will get false. For false, if you apply not, means you will get a true. Now let me show you all of these things. Okay. Now let me take two more variables. C equal to some 20 and D equal to 15. Okay. Now observe the two conditions. A is greater than B and C is greater than D. This is what the logical and. Here both are true, right? 10 is greater than 5 and 20 is greater than. That's why we will get the result as true in this case. Now for the logical AND case itself, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a reverse case, means A is greater than B, but here C is less than D I'm going to take, because this condition will fail. If at least one is failed, means the entire result will be failed if we use the logical AND operator. Now OR operator we will use. Now let me use the same for OR operator. See, let me copy, let me paste it here. See, logical OR operator. Here both the conditions are true, so we will get as a true for logical OR. Similarly, if at least one of them is true, I will get, right? A greater than B, the condition is true. C less than D, the condition is failed. But even though the condition is failed, second condition failed, at least one condition is true, right? So I will get the result as a true only. Now I will make the result false by making all the two conditions as false. A is less than B, this condition failed. C is less than D. This condition failed. So both conditions failed. So you will get the result as false for this case. Now I will apply the not case. Okay. Not case I'm going to apply like this. Not of A greater than B means A greater than B, I will get the result as a true, means 1. Not of 1 means I will get the result as 0. Let me observe all those things. See, 1, both are true. One condition is false. So that's why the entire result is false. Here, at least one condition is a true. So I got the result as a true. Here, both the conditions are false. So I got the result as false. For not case, I got the 0 because A greater than B is satisfied. But I applied not, means what? Not of 1 will give the result as 0. And observe this one now. The bitwise operators. Bitwise operators will work on individual bits. Bitwise AND, bitwise OR, bitwise NOT, like that. And bitwise AND we will see here. Observe. The binary representation of 4. Let me take A equal to 4 and B equal to 2. Bitwise representation of A is what? Binary representation 0, 1, 0, 0. 2 means what? At 2 position you keep it as 1 and remaining zeros. Which means what? These are the binary representation of A and binary representation of B. AND means what? If both are 1, then only 1. Otherwise, keep it as 0. Here 0. There are no two ones. 0, 0 and 0. So A and B you will get the result as 0. But when you take A or B, what will happen? 0, 0 you will get as 0. 0, 1. Yes, at least 1, 1 is there. So you will get the result as 1. Here at least 1, 1 is there. You will get the result as 1. Both are 0. So get the 0. Which means what? A or B will give the result as a 6. A and B will give the result as 0. Now observe the results. Let me remove out all these things. Observe, let me take A equal to 4 and B equal to 2. Okay. And let me remove all these things. And we are applying a bitwise AND and bitwise OR, right? Between where? A and B. A and B, right? Now observe. A and B, we applied the bitwise AND operator. And A or B. A or B, we applied the bitwise operator. Now observe here. Let me save this code and execute. See, 0 and 6, right? We got bitwise operations has been performed, right? Now let me show you the not. Not means what? Negation of n is nothing but the formula is minus n plus 1. Okay. Now see, negation of 4 will be how much? Minus 5, right? Printf. The negation operator we are going to take, and let me take as percentage %d backslash n. I am going to apply the negation to where? A. So negation of 4 will be how much? Negation of 4 will be minus of 4 plus 1 minus 5. See? Hold on, we will. Now you can see here, right? Let me save this and execute. Right? We got the result. Minus n plus 1 minus 5 is a bitwise AND and bitwise OR operator. Like this, we can apply the left shift and right shift also. Left shift means shifting the bits towards left, shifting the bits towards right. Okay. There's a formula for it. If you are taken a variable A of something value, and in order to shift it by n bits, if you apply the left shift means the result will be the value multiplied with 2 to the power n. If you perform the right shift, the result will be the value divided by 2 to the power n. For example, if you want to shift the 4, you need to represent in binary representation and then shift its bit by 2 positions, then 4 into 2 to the power, shifting 2 bits, right? 2 square. 4 4s are 16 you will get. Right shift will be what? 4 by 4 you will get as 1. Now let me show you those results. Okay. Observe here. Printf. Let me write the left shift. Okay. Left shift I am going to apply. percentage d backslash n. I'm going to shift the left by 2 bits, right? 2 positions. Similarly, let me copy this, paste it for the right shift operation. Right shift, right shift operation I'm going to do by 2 positions or 2 bits I'm going to move at a time. Now, let me execute and show to you. See 16 and 1, right? Everything, right? These are the bitwise operators. Bitwise operators will work on individual bits. The assignment operator, right? This is simpler one. Just equal to is an assignment operator. Plus equal to, minus equal to, star equal to, divide equal to. These are called as augmented assignments, which is nothing but if you write like this, a plus equal to 2, which means a equal to a plus 2. Okay. Internally, this will be evaluated like this only. Okay. Let me show you a simple example. Now see here, a plus equal to 2, and I'm going to print the a value. Now you can see, now a value will become as 4 plus 2, 6. 6, right? Now let me write here, plus equal to. Means you do the addition operation, 4 plus 2, and assign this value to again a. This is called as augmented assignment. Okay, clear? Like this we can do multiplication equal to, division equal to also. The next one is a ternary operator. It is a special operator. Observe what is its purpose means. For example, I will write the condition. If this condition is evaluated as a true, then the first statement will be executed. The first statement will be executed. If it is not evaluated as a true, then the second statement will be executed. Okay, this is our first statement, and this is our second statement. Right? See, I'm going to write as something as hello. Okay, hello. I'm going to write as hello. Here I'm going to write as goodbye. As you can see, if this evaluated as a true, the first statement will be executed. If it is evaluated as false, second statement will be executed. See, 4 is greater than 2. Yes. So we will get as hello this time. See, get message as hello. Now when I put like this, a value I modified as 1. Now check this condition. 1 is greater than 2. No, right? We get as a false. So this will be executed this time. Execute, compile and run. Goodbye has been printed, right? In this way the ternary operator will work. And there is one more thing. Hold on. There's one more thing we need to concentrate. This one is nothing but operator precedence. Operator precedence is nothing but if you are having a lot of operators, you need to evaluate some operators first and some at next, like that. Okay. For example, if you're having multiplication, division, addition and subtraction, you need to first evaluate multiplication and division in the expression and then plus and minus. And this is the operator precedence. It goes from top to bottom. First evaluate the brackets and then unary operators, then multiplication like that, and then addition, shift operators, relational operators. Like this you need to move on. Okay, this is the order. Now let me show you an example. See, first this is the expression, right? 4 by 2 plus 8 into 4 minus 5 plus 2 in brackets mod 3 has been given. As you can see, brackets having more precedence, so you need to evaluate this one first. So 4 by 2 will be as it is, 8 into 4 will be as it is, 5 plus 2 will be 7 mod 3. As we see, divided by multiplication mod of same precedence, first evaluate the divided by, because left to right will be the associativity. 4 by 2 means what? You will get the result as a 2. 2, 8 into 4 minus 7 by 3, 7 mod 3. 7 mod 3. Now see, out of plus multiplication division modulo having same precedence, so first evaluate this one, left to right associativity, and 7 mod 3. Out of plus multiplication and modulo having higher precedence, so evaluate this one. 7 mod 3 means what? 3 2s are 6, you will get the remainder as 1. So plus and minus, same precedence. Evaluate the plus first. 32 plus 2, 34 minus 1. So the result will be 33. Right? You got the result as 33. Here, while evaluating the expression, I followed the precedence order, right? Brackets first, and then multiplication, division symbols, and then addition and subtraction symbols. Just like you need to follow the preceding order so that you will get the good results. Okay. And in this way, the operators will work on various operands. Thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe to our channel for more videos.